So today we're taking on the anniversary battle event, specifically the 4th stage, so the 4th anniversary where we battle Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. Now I did this event when it first came out on JP, but we haven't done all the missions, so I thought since Global Anniversary is, out and right now, I thought we could do this mission here, and we are doing this by abusing Ma Junior's amazing passive and kits. So pretty much the strategy to doing it 4 turns with a free-to-play team, because this is all free-to-play strats, of course, you're on this channel for a reason, is that Giant Form doesn't count as a turn. So we do have Ma Junior's Giant Form. We have his AoE effects because we're versing 2 or more enemies. And then we also have the LR free-to-play Hachiyak, which can turn into Giant Form. So with those 2 units, we get pretty much, depending on how many times Piccolo transforms, at least like 3 turns of Giant Form, which is a lot. And then Ma Junior is getting multiple supers, and then his AoE. Of course, Ma Junior is our friend unit, so we are pretty much running a terrifying Conquerors team. A Giant Form as well, because of course Hachiyak's getting a leader skill as well. So we have Ella Metal Cooler, both the Ginyu Force members, since they're really strong, into Ginyu for some damage reduction. And then we have Barbity as well as Hachiyak himself. So what we need to do in order to get Piccolo's giant transformation is be under 60% HP by turn 4. Now, luckily this run, he was on the 2nd turn. So once he comes back around, he's going to be able to get his giant transformation, because we did take a big super attack in the last turn. Now we just got to be a little bit risky with our attacks here, being very, very low, but all part of the plan. And of course, we're also doing, not to mention, the no item mission, because you know what, we might as well do it at the same time, since it is possible to do this with no items. So Piccolo in the 2nd slot, so he gets a high chance to do an additional super attack or whatever it is in the 2nd or 3rd slot. If you do have him in the 1st turn of the battle, you just float him out, and it's pretty much the same thing. You still get 2 turns with him. But in the 2nd slot, you do get to have the chance to do 3 turns on the 1st phase. So if you have him in the 3rd slot... No, if you have him in the first... If you have him floating out in the 1st turn, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. As long as Hachiyak and Piccolo meet up on the 4th turn, because they share some good links, and then you can activate both their giant forms at the same time. That's pretty much all you have to do. So you saw on turn 1, I did float out Hachiyak. We took it 84,000 super, which is all good. Now all we have to do is pray that we kill here. So Metal Cooler, 18 key gets a crit. Remember, Ginyu raises allies attack as well on his 18 key, and also Metal Cooler, so we're really stacking up Barbity's attack power right now. Ideally, I would have liked Metal Cooler first to buff up Ginyu, but we saw the super attack in the 1st slot, so very risky. We got a lot of super attacks with Metal Cooler, which is very good, making it so that Barbie can confirm the kill. And now on to the final phase. And we get the giant transformation here. I hope you guys do enjoy today's video. If you do, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on for more content like this. I have a whole bunch of missions to be done on this event, so stay tuned. Now, I want to shout out Joe Gaming Axe for showing me this strategy, because I definitely wouldn't have known this strategy without his video. So, shoutouts to him. I just do it better, though. Anyway, 1st turn. Pretty much you want to just do spread damage. There's not really a strategy here. Spread damage so that when you do the AoE, you can pick and choose who you want to start doing attacks. And this was a really close run. And I could only find a 2-dupe Ma Junior. So, if you find the 100% one, you're doing a lot better than me. And, of course, my Hachiyak's at 55%, so if you have Hachiyak 100%ed, you're going to do a lot better than me. You don't have to rely on Metal Cooler doing like 4 super attacks in order to get the damage in. Of course, Link level 10s help a lot, since you're getting big bad bosses with Ma Junior as well. about 2 million attack stat. You want to make sure this goes ham with the additionals, criticals. And you can get a maximum of 3 turns with Giant Form Piccolo. So you want to also pray for that as well. A lot of RNG. Luckily, it's only technically 4 turns. It's the shortest, longest battle of all time. So then you get the second. Second one's always guaranteed. It's just the third one. So here comes this first set of supers. Get a nice critical. The additional as well. Slap up Goku. Another critical. Very, very good. And Vegeta takes a crit as well, and an additional. So yeah, I just spread it out pretty much almost equally. And do we get the third turn? We do not. So I got pretty bad RNG there. So now it is Hachiak's turn to do some damage. Unfortunately, I had animation skipped here. So couldn't show you guys the animations. But for Hachiak, since he doesn't have like the high chance to critical and he actually has a type advantage enemy, you want to definitely verse the Goku here. Just get max damage output, especially if you have a 55% one like mine. I do have 10 critical built into him, so hopefully that comes through. I don't know if Hachiak can get a second turn, but I know 1 turn guaranteed. Second turn might be RNG based, but I've never gotten 2 turns with him. And if it's only 1 turn, then... Cool thing is, he's getting around the same attack stat as Ma Jr., so... He's still putting in the work, for sure. Just Ma Jr. has that critical built in, which is very, very good, and doesn't have to rely on a 18 key for the most part. So yeah, only 1 turn there. Now, for the active skill, just put it in the second slot. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Definitely want it in the second or third. The first slot, I think he's a little bit weaker with the AoE. So, cool thing is, we do have the Ginyu Force as well for the extreme support. Unfortunately, couldn't get an 18 key with him. And I'm just a bit worried about Vegeta with his damage. It's a little scary here. But with these purple orbs, you should get a decent amount of heal back, since it's very early in for Piccolo Jr., so we got about 100,000 HP. And of course, some of the attacks are cancelled. Hopefully those attacks were supers. Of course, we do the type advantage hits where we can. The unfortunate 1 HP Goku, which kind of sucked, because then we have to waste 1 whole super attack on Piccolo. I do target Goku regardless, because Piccolo will get more damage output the more supers he does. So you want to obviously get the weakest super out of the way, even though that super was a crit, which kind of was annoying. But each other super attack will technically have more attack stat. So we get the third super. We do have a 4 super potential. And I'm just praying for the crit right here. No crit. And luckily we got the last super attack, thankfully. So everything worked out. Little RNG heavy. Took definitely a few tries. But hopefully if you are struggling on this specific mission, that you got this done. You just need Ma Jr. and then you're pretty much good. And other giant form units, I guess, that would help as well. If you guys did enjoy today's video, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on so you don't miss out on the daily content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.